Hello, I'm the Doctor. Welcome to DoctorGeek. Today, I'm doing a speed rundown of the 8th Doctor from my 12 Doctors of Christmas special this month. Now, before I begin, I first have to apologize and explain just a few things. Obviously, it's Christmas Day and I'm posting the 8th Doctor, and the 7th Doctor is nowhere to be found. Unfortunately, as I finished the 7th Doctor 2 days ago, my computer crashed and I lost everything. As it is, my computer won't be fixed for over a week, so for the moment, I'm a bit stuck. But a friend was kind enough to lend me his computer to make this video, and my Christmas special review tonight will go up as planned, so look for that soon. I promise once I get my computer back, I will post 7 and finish 9 through 12. Until then, thank you so much to all of my subscribers. My goal was 100 by Christmas, and as of right now, we're just 3 away, so thank you for sticking with me. I'm excited to see what this brand new era of Doctor Who brings, and I'll be here every step of the way. With that though, let's take a look at one of my favorite Doctors, the 8th. Just a reminder, there will be spoilers in this video. It is the 8th Doctor, so there's not much, and most of it will be about his Big Finish audios, but they will be there, so you are warned. With that said, let's pick up where we last left off. The 8th Doctor has had the shortest on-screen tenure of any Doctor, but his portrayal of the Time Lord is something that fans are lucky to have experienced, however briefly. And thankfully, Big Finish welcomed him with open arms, even after the TV movie wasn't picked up as a series, and he was given hundreds of audio adventures to flesh out his tenure as the Doctor. We won't go through them in too much depth, because there are so many, but I will give you a brief overview of his companions. The Doctor regenerates in the hospital morgue, having been killed on the operating table by Grace Holloway, who is unfamiliar with Time Lord physiology. The Doctor's regeneration was a bit faulty this time around, the result of the anesthetic from surgery, and he is suffering from a major case of amnesia, not even knowing his own name. He runs into Grace again, who has quit her job over the scandal of killing a man with 2 hearts, and after realizing that this is the same person she operated on, she takes him to her home. The Doctor finally remembers who he is, when the Master, having snuck into his TARDIS, opens the Eye of Harmony, weakening the fabric of reality and potentially destroying the Earth by midnight on New Year's Eve, if they cannot close it. The Doctor determines that he needs an atomic clock to fix it, and luckily, there is one being started on New Year's Eve. He steals the part he needs and installs it into his TARDIS, closing the eye and defeating the Master. He asks Grace to come with him on his travels, but she refuses. Now, what comes after this is hours and hours of amazing audio dramas, but generally, the 8th Doctor's first major companion is Charlotte Elsbeth Pollard, or Charlie for short. When the Doctor met her, he saved her from what should have been her natural death, although it was what the 10th Doctor would have called a fixed point in time. This act of compassion destabilizes the web of time, and creates a rift into the universe of anti-time, eventually forcing the Doctor to exile himself to the Divergent Universe, with Charlie joining him. While there, they meet the Utermessens, a race of exoskeletal reptilian humanoids with the ability to change their skin color like chameleons, and they befriend a male named Kariz, who ends up joining them for a while on their travels. The Doctor and Charlie eventually make it back into the true universe, but become separated by misfortune. The Doctor would next travel with a girl from Blackpool named Lucy Miller, who was at first an unwilling passenger in the Doctor's TARDIS, having been placed there by the Time Lords because she had seen something important. The Doctor described this as a witness protection program. Her initial attitude towards the Doctor was disdainful, but they soon grew to become great friends, and she traveled with him for quite some time. When the Doctor gets stranded on the planet Orbis for 600 years, it is Lucy Miller who finally comes looking for him. The Doctor gets his next companion by placing an ad in the paper, reading, "Traveler in time and space seeks male or female companion with good sense of humor for adventures in the 4th and 5th dimensions. No experience necessary. No time wasters, no space wasters, please." Tamsin Drew, an aspiring actress, responds to the ad and ends up competing against others for the chance to be the Doctor's next companion. After the others prove to be lacking in one way or another, the Doctor welcomes Tasman aboard the TARDIS. However, her tenure is short-lived, as she soon meets the meddling monk on one of her travels, and he is able to convince her to turn against the Doctor and join him in his TARDIS, unwittingly helping him commit crimes through time for what she thinks is the greater good. Later, the Doctor lands in World War I and meets a nurse named Molly O'Sullivan. The two of them are chased across no man's land by the Daleks together, and she joins him in the TARDIS. The two of them have many trips together in the Dark Eyes series, centering around something that happened to Molly in her past that gave her exceptionally dark eyes. During one of their trips, they meet a medtech named Liv Chenka, and while she doesn't join the Doctor immediately, she would later go on to replace Molly as the 8th Doctor's next companion. There are many other short-lived companions, as well as brand new ones like Helen Sinclair, so it's not worth going into everyone, but the point of this is that you should be listening to Big Finish audios. It's some of the very best Doctor Who stories that have ever been made. At the end of the 8th Doctor's life, when the Doctor materialized on a crashing ship in an attempt to save the last remaining crew member, Cass, from certain death, she refuses to join him, citing the fact that he's a Time Lord, and their war is what's destroying the universe. The Doctor tries to tell her that he's not a part of all of that, but she won't listen, and the two of them perish together in the crash. However, they have landed on the planet Karn, and the Sisterhood of Karn lengthens the Doctor's life just long enough for him to choose an elixir and make a decision on what he'd like his next regeneration to be. Choosing the mixture for a warrior, the Doctor orders everyone out of the chamber, and before he drinks, he lists off some of his companions.
Charlie, Carers, Lucy, Tamsin, Molly, friends, companions I've known, I salute you. Physician, heal thyself.
And with that, the 8th Doctor regenerates, finally, almost 20 years after making his very first debut. So, that was my speedrun summary of the 8th Doctor's tenure in the TARDIS. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe for new videos every week, and please accept my apologies again for missing my deadline on my 12 Doctors of Christmas special. I promise, 7, 9, 10, 11, and 12 will all go up as soon as my computer gets fixed. But I will continue to make reviews and updates, so be sure to look for those. As always, thank you for being my companion on this journey today. I'm the Doctor. Bye for now.